Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What's up and what's going on? And welcome back. Happy Money Tuesday, team. I hope you guys had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. I hope you guys are focused and ready to go, that you guys aren't hungover. Okay, it's a little quiet in chat this morning. I think you guys are still asleep. Some of you may have drank just a little too much yesterday. So let's go ahead and get up, do some push-ups, get ready, go ahead and take a hot shower, sweat it out, take some Tylenol, and come back and get ready. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's actually the second day, trading day of July, but today marks our very first trading day of July. It is July 5th, 2022, 8:58 in the morning, and today officially marks our first official day of July, team. So we're going to have some fun today. We're going to make it happen. We are going to absolutely crush it and start off July on a profitable and strong note, team. And I'm excited to be here once again. I'm excited to work with each and every one of you, and I'm excited to make it happen today. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, traders, hit me with a big old Good morning. How we doing? How we feeling? Again, I hope you guys had a wonderful 3-day weekend. You had a great 4th of July. You guys stayed safe out there. And I hope you guys are ready to rock and roll this morning. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning as well. Steve, what's up? Good morning. How we feeling about Josh on the left? Hey, listen, it's okay for now, team. It is okay. I am on the left and I am staying on the left. No, I'm joking, guys. Yes, I'm a little out of my element. You guys could, you can't see this actually. No, I'm moving soon. Long story short, let's move on from it. Anyway, so we're all set, ready to rock and roll. Rodney, Catherine, another Steve, Derek, Mad, Mike, Placid, Tracy. Good morning, Jamie. How we doing? And then traders over on YouTube. YouTubers, how we doing? Steve, Matt, Rick, Angela, Paper Planes, Joey, Heather, Rick, Diaz, Mr. Dantino. What is going on? I got a couple people over there saying I am hung over. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? You know you're coming into the market today. What are we doing drinking like that? Come on, get drunk. You could have done it Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, but nah. It is the start to a brand new month, a brand new week, full of brand new opportunities. We got to be fresh. We have to be focused. We have to be ready to make it happen in the right mindset. So again, if anything, you should be coming into your day maybe sunburnt. Anybody else sunburnt? Oh my goodness. Am I sunburnt today? But the last thing is coming in hungover. No, I'm joking. Just go drink a gallon of water really quick. Take some Tylenol. You're all set. But in all seriousness, jokes aside, all right, good morning. Happy to be back. If you are feeling out of it, if you are hungover, if you are not in the zone, please don't trade today. Seriously, don't trade. Shut down right now. Shut your broker down. Open up a simulator account. Paper trade. If you're hungover, you're not in the right mindset. If you're not in the right mindset, you're not going to make good decisions in the market. And if you're not making good decisions in the market, you're going to lose money. When you start losing money, it's a trickle effect. Now you start revenge trading, blowing up accounts. Shut down if you're not in the right mindset today. All right, guys. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go ahead and dive into what we have going on for today to get you guys prepared on this beautiful Money Tuesday. Talk about the top stocks, where the opportunity is, where we are looking to place our focus to lock in some profits today. Right now, it's 9:01 in the morning. Again, on this beautiful, we're calling it Money Tuesday. And right now, team, without further ado, let's dive into it and let's talk about the top stocks for the day. So Money Tuesday, I said Monday. Money Tuesday, July 5th, 2022, morning stock newsletter. Once again, good morning. Welcome back to Alpha Day Trading. I hope everybody had a fantastic 4th of July weekend and that you are fired up to officially start our new month of trading. Live stream is now up. And live trade commentary starting. I know we started a little bit late today, but moving forward, we're going to try and get that live commentary going at 8:50. So just so you know, if there's a lot to discuss, 8:50, so we have plenty of time. If it's like 2 or 3 stocks, we'll go live at 9 a.m. like we normally do. So between that 8:50 to 9 a.m. is when we will be live here inside of chat. So just make sure you're inside of chat at 8:45, guys. All right, make sure you're inside of chat at the latest 8:45 so you do not miss anything. So let's get fired up and let's have an awesome day. So we got some top gainers from Friday. Believe it or not, a lot of my focus today is with these top gainers from Friday. So I will be looking at OMER. I'll be watching CLVS. I believe these stocks have some good potential. Okay, so we do have some press releases today. As you can see, we have TYME, OCFT, ENDP, REI, etc. Go dive into the morning stock newsletter. Look at these press releases. Dissect these press releases. What do you like about these press releases? What stands out to you? Do your due diligence. I'm here to support you through this process. I'm not here to hold your hand. I'm here to support you. So you have to take the initiative. Dive into the morning stock newsletter. What is moving? What's going on? What are the press releases? Dissect these stocks. And if you need help, I'm here to help you and here to guide you and help to lead you and help to push you towards success, okay? But I'm not here to do everything for you. So again, I want you guys taking advantage of all of the tools and all of the resources here in AlphaDayTrading.com, all right? So dive inside that morning stock newsletter. Every single stock with news, all right, is posted here. My top stocks for the day, pre-market gappers if you're not inside a chat, prior day top gainers, earnings as well to get you guys prepared for the day. All right, team. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the stocks that I think have the best potential. I do not want to waste your time talking about stocks that I don't think have good potential. It may just be noise for the day. But again, if you want to check out all of these stocks and all of these press releases, definitely dive in to the morning stock newsletter. If you guys are inside of chats, all you have to do is just scroll on up. All right, if you're inside a chat like this, just go ahead and scroll on up. Click Morning Stock Newsletter. Every single morning, we post that stock newsletter. Go ahead and click the first one, Money Tuesday, July 5th. And right here, Morning Stock Newsletter. On your desktop, on your tablet, on your phone, it doesn't matter. You guys get access to this 24/7, 365. You can go back and look at prior Morning Stock Newsletters as well. Look at prior day press releases, prior day picks of the day. You can see, okay, is Josh on point with his picks? Does Josh stink with his picks? All right. So again, just make sure you're doing that due diligence, getting prepared. So what do I think has good potential for today? Well, there's a couple of stocks that are moving up fresh today that I think have good potential. So number one, it would be RMED. Okay. I think RMED has good potential today, guys. Okay. I'm not a fan because it's so cheap. And I don't like these sub-dollar stocks by any means, but I do think RMED has good potential. It's up 51%. It's trading phenomenal volume. It's trading 15 million shares. On average, it trades 1 million. And it's a nice medium float, right? It's 31.8 million in float. So we know the stock could move. So the question is, why is the stock moving in the first place? Well, this morning, they say that the FDA clears their DABRA, their DABRA catheter device. So the FDA clearance is basically the press release to take away from this on RMED. So we know that's good news. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's average. It's 50-50. We have that catalyst. We have that press release. Okay, it's leading the board with volume. It's leading the board up 52%. Nice low float stock as well. We definitely have potential here today with RMED team. Okay, so right now, a couple things I want to point out with RMED. The best support on the stock, some really solid support, is going to be down at 38.39 cents. You do have some decent support right here as well, right around 45 cents. Okay, so you got 45-cent support right now at this point in time. That's going to be your current level of support here on RMED. And if you start to crack below that level, I would say you'd come down towards around that 38.39 cent level down into these daily levels, right? Some daily support, some daily resistance here on RMED. So again, 45 current support at this point in time. If you start cracking below 45 cents, I would think you come down to 38 cents here on RMED. And all we're looking for is the stock to break the downtrend. That's it. We want to see RMED break this downtrend. If we can break the downtrend, we could start to squeeze back up towards around 50 cents on RMED. And if we ever start to break 50 cents again, we do have potential back up to these highs at 55 cents. And if we ever start to break over 55 cents here on RMED, we do have potential up towards around 57 and then 58 cents. So we can see there's good potential, right? As long as we bounce off support, break the downtrend, we have room to 50 cents. Then we have room to 55 cents. Then we have room to 57 to 58 cents. And then our top target today on RMED would be up towards around 70 cents. All right. So again, it's meeting the criteria to be a watch list worthy stock. If you like these cheap stocks, you have a smaller account, you like these maybe slower and steadier mover, something that can move 10, 20, 30%, and you can manage it for a good majority of the day, this would be the stock for you guys. All right. So right now at this point in time, I definitely think RMED is a good candidate to have on watch for today, guys. Okay. Moving on. RBCN. What do we have going on right now at this point in time with RBCN? Rubicon Technology. So Rubicon Technology jumps after Janelle announces to acquire a 45% stake in this company for $20 per share. Now, if this was acquisition, completely 100% acquired, 20 a share, you'd probably see it spike up to 20 and sit sideways. Only 45% of this company is being acquired at $20 a share. I see potential here with RBCN. Okay, so RBCN is a 1.7 million in float stock. It's one of the lowest float stocks on the leaderboard. I like low float stocks. It's trading phenomenal volume, over 1 million shares. Now, what makes that phenomenal? On average, the stock trades 4,000 shares a day. 4,000 shares a day. Today, it's trading well over 1 million. That's phenomenal volume. So we got great volume. We have a nice low float stock. It's not just dumping on off. It's actually looking like it wants to get another leg up within the next maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And we have a good press release as well. I see potential for this thing to spike up towards around $20 today here on RBCN. So I definitely want to keep RBCN on watch above $13.22. Okay, so I want to just keep it on watch around this pullback low, $13.22. If we ever start to break this prior high here of $16.42, that's where I believe the next leg up will occur and the next wave of volume will start to move in, pushing the stock up towards around these highs of $18.03. Then I would think our main target today is going to be right around $20. Okay, I love low float stocks. So do other penny stock traders. The stock has great volume, pretty good press release. It's not dumping on off. It has this look to it like it wants to start breaking that $16.42. Getting that pop on up to 18 and then 20. I definitely want to keep this one on high watch. Support, again, traders, is back down at 13.22. So at this point in time, RBCN will be one of my top stocks to be watching right out of the gate today. Moving on, ENDP. Yes, ENDP I think has great potential for today, team. So what's going on with ENDP at this point in time? So ENDP this morning, we see that the shares are jumping because they had a letter from the NASDAQ. So let's go ahead and click on that. Let's go ahead and load that up. And this was on the 1st. So this was going to be on Friday. So here on Friday, ENDP announces on July 1st, the company received a notice of delisting or failure to satisfy a continued listing rule or standard from NASDAQ. So receiving notice of delisting from the NASDAQ. Okay, so what does that mean? They got to get their price back above $1. Now they can drop press releases left and right to try and push the stock on up. It can naturally move on up because investors like the company, or they can issue a reverse stock split to get the share price up over $1 on ENDP. But either way, team, ENDP was moving last week. We had a huge day here, a huge day on the 28th, right? And that was going to be, what was that, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. And then again, nice little pullback. Friday, decent little bounce. And right now, we're gapping on up. Just midday, boom. Nice big rip from around 40 cents up towards around 61 cents. There on Friday, nice little trend line, nice higher lows, a little bit of this squeeze formation, which caused the stock to gap up this morning, push up to new highs at 73 cents. And right now, it's not dumping on off. It actually looks decent here on ENDP. So again, we had this nice little break out of this consolidation from Friday's big move up towards around 73 cents. Starting to consolidate, starting to pull back. We got very, very close to Friday's highs, right? Old resistance, new support, and we got very, very close to this trend line as well. This is the level that I want to keep ENDP on watch above. As long as we hold 61 to 62 cents, that's also the trend line. I am long on this to 73 cents. And if we ever break 73 cents, I see potential to 93 cents. Yes, I see potential up towards around 93 cents here on ENDP. As long as we can hold above the trend line, as long as we can hold above that level of support, right around 61 to 62 cents, I do believe we could see a nice little bounce and a nice little push up to these pre-market highs of 73 cents. If we ever see the break over 73 cents, up towards around 94 cents. Let's actually make that 93 cents to play it safe. Let's go ahead and make that 93 cents on the ENDP. But like always, I have a long plan in place and I have a short plan in place. Okay, so that's my long approach. That's my long plan. If we do bounce off the trend line, if we do hold that level of support. Now, what if ENDP starts cracking 61 cents, 62 cents? What if it starts cracking the trend line? Well, I want to go short on that. Why would I want to go short on ENDP if we crack the trend line? Well, we would be going from the bullish side of the trend line to the bearish side of the trend line. So again, that's where longs stopping out. That's where shorts start entering. That's where that's where bulls, they start getting scared below the trend line. So again, if we start to crack this trend line, as well as cracking below Friday's highs, I do think we could start to see this drop back down towards around 50 cents here on ENDP. So if you guys are going to be long on this, off the trend line and off 61, 62 cents, I would simply place your stop losses like at 59 cents. There's no reason to hold this all the way down to 50 cents. I'm looking to short this if it cracks the trend line, if it cracks below that 61, 62 cent level down to 50 cents, okay? But if we hold the trend line and hold that 61, 62 cent level, we are looking to go long up towards around 73 cents. If we ever break 73 cents, up towards around 93 cents. Now, here's the one thing I really don't like about the stock. Well, there's a couple of things, okay? I don't like that it's under $1. I don't like the fact that it's 231 million in flow. It's going to be a slow and steady mover. But I like the setup. I like the technicals. I like the consistency that I'm seeing with the stock. So I'm going to remove my biasness and say, you know what? Maybe it's a slow, steady hold that I just put a hard stop in the system and I trail it and see where the stock goes today. I'm not going to get into my head too much that I don't like stocks under $1 and I don't like stocks over 100 million in flow. I see the setup. The technicals are being validated. It's consistent. It looks visually appealing. And if it sets up, I have a plan in place and I'm definitely looking to take advantage of this today here on ENDP. So right now at this point in time, believe it or not, yes, traders, ENDP is number 2 that I want to keep on watch right out of the gate today. Right, moving on, we have CLVS. We actually talked about CLVS this morning, and we posted this up here inside of chats, inside of alerts, inside of Stock Talk, all that good stuff. All right, team. CLVS was one of Friday's top gaining stocks. This stock ripped up 58% here on Friday. Right now, not gapping up, gapping down about 5 cents, but it's okay. It's not dumping on off. It's actually looking decent as well here on CLVS. So again, nice big rip and run here on Friday. It ripped 58%, went from around these low, 180s all the way up towards around that 285 before we closed. And then since then, we've just been consolidating here on CLVS, consolidating a little bit of this downtrend, which was nice. We were able to connect a nice little downtrend here on CLVS. And all we were doing was looking for the break of the downtrend here on CLVS to see that volume move in, to see that next leg up. So what do we see here? Right around 830. We see buyers move on in. The stock breaks the downtrend from around 275, and it pushes all the way up towards around that 294, right towards around those highs from Friday night. What's it doing? Well, it's pulling back. That's normal. That's common, right? Traders are going to lock in profits. Profit taking is okay, but is it healthy profit taking? How do you know? You got to look at that volume and just see. But overall, it looks decent. It doesn't look bad whatsoever here on CLVS. So again, we saw some decent volume move in. Now, when I say decent, it's decent, right? 86,000 shares, 134,000 shares. So we saw decent volume move in. It was increased volume to the upside. And as we've been pulling back, it's been on decreased volume. So this is a healthy pullback. What is the stock doing right now? Well, it just broke the downtrend, ripped on up to resistance. Now it's pulling back, retesting downtrend resistance as downtrend support. So this downtrend that was resistance is now acting as a level of support here on CLVS. So where do you have support at right now at this point in time? Well, you have support at $2.75. Okay, as long as we hold $2.75, we have potential back up to $2.95 and then $3. This is also looking like it wants to set up maybe one big cup and handle formation to get this thing going over $2.95 up to $3. Now, there's not tons of opportunity to the upside because you have a lot of resistance at $2.95 and at $3. But from right now at $2.82 up towards around that $3 level, it's decent. It's like 7-8% return to the upside. Again, you have support right at $2.75. It's decent. It has potential. But just keep in mind that there is a good amount of resistance at $2.95. And if you break $2.95, you have a lot of resistance at $3. And if you break $3, you have even more resistance right around $3.14 to $3.15. And then you break over that level, you have resistance up towards around $3.30. So we can see that there is a good amount of resistance here on this stock from around that $2.95 up towards around $3.14. And then we could start opening up into the $3.30s. Now, this is where it gets interesting. When we look at the daily chart, right? Yes, there's a lot of resistance nearby. But if we can start breaking through those levels of resistance, we have a lot of room to the upside. Our next main level of resistance would be $4 here on CLVS. So I like CLVS. One of Friday's top gainers. I like the consistency here in pre-market. I like the fact that we did validate those technicals, okay? We broke that 275. We broke the downtrend. We ripped right back up nearly to the penny to that 295. Nice healthy pullback into our 275 support level, as well as retesting the downtrend that we just broke. Bigger picture, zoom out, looks like a decent little cup and handle formation that could lead to a 295 $3 break to get this thing going up towards around 314, 331, and then our next main level of resistance would be all the way up towards around $4 here on CLVS. So right now at this point in time, CLVS is going to be my number 3 stock that I really want to keep on watch here right out of the gate, as I see some great potential today with CLVS, right? So right now, this is going to be number 3. OMER is a back burner. If we hold above 371, I want to keep it on watch. One of Friday's top gainers. Okay, I'm just watching it above 371. If it comes down and it bottoms out and it bounces and there's opportunity, let's make it happen. I think OMER could have some decent potential today as well. And once again, OMER was one of Friday's top gaining stocks. OMER ripped up over 68% on the day. So that's going to be a little bit of a back burner right now at this point in time. And my last back burner possible swing trade is going to be EVFM, right? So EVFM, we have a potential moving average squeeze formation, right? So if you guys do not know what a moving average squeeze formation is, dive into the video lessons library, okay? Type in moving. Not like that. You shouldn't put a space between that, so just type in moving. Actually, squeeze. Squeeze? Oh no, where's the video? Where is it SMA, EMA squeeze? SMA's and EMA, small account, SMA and EMA. All right, I'm going to find it because it's in here and you're going to watch the video. Okay, so I'm going to find it. And if it's not in there, okay, I'm going to put it in there. It's a moving average squeeze formation. And I'm really surprised that it's not pulling up because that is oh, here it is. A+ swing trading setup. This is the video. Okay, cool. I don't know why it's titled A+ swing trading setup. Weird, but hey, Josh is here to take care of you guys. Okay, so this is a moving average squeeze formation. If you do not know what a moving average squeeze formation is and the power behind it and the beauty behind it and how to trade it and what to expect and what to look for and how to manage these trades, dive into that video. Watch that video. Okay, this is a moving average squeeze formation, and I absolutely love these for day trades as well as swing trades. So I will be watching EVFM to see if it continues the setup for this moving average squeeze formation to see if we have a nice little day trade that could turn into a nice little swing trade as well. EVFM, a little bit of a back burner right now, but definitely something that I think you should keep on watch. Okay, so again, let's just go ahead and recap if you're just now tuning in. All right, RBCN, one of our top stocks that we should be watching right out of the gate. ENDP, another stock that we should be watching right out of the gate. And then CLVS, another top stock. RMED right now, it's not bad, right? RMED is not terrible. Above 45 cents, you could definitely see a bounce, break the downtrend, rip up to 50 cents. 55, then 57. Not one of my top stocks. More of a back burner for me, but it could be one of your top stocks. I definitely like it. I definitely think it has great potential. Keep it on high watch. Okay, OMER is definitely a back burner. EVFM is definitely a back burner right now at this point in time. So let's just make it 4 top stocks, okay? So RBCN, definitely going to be watching this one today. Has great potential. RMED, good potential, okay? ENDP, good potential. CLVS, good potential. We're going to be watching these 4 stocks at this point in time as our main stocks for today. We see anything else popping on up. High the day momentum scanner, stocks getting halted, breaking out left and right. We will definitely find those stocks, identify the opportunity, and make it happen. But right now at 8:30, those are definitely the top stocks to keep on watch. Costco is the one larger cap stock that I am watching besides the SPY and the Qs. Other than that, I didn't see anything that I liked. Tesla, Alphabet, Snowflake, CRM, Datadog, Disney, NVIDIA. I mean, I went through all of these stocks that are on our options watch list, and I did not see anything that stood out besides Costco. So let me ask you guys a question. What do we see here on Costco? Right? Go all the way back to that double top in April. You see that double top? So start right here on 420. Yes, 420. And start looking at it from that high to this low, and then what we've done since. What kind of pattern is this on the daily chart? What kind of formation are we seeing here on Costco here on the daily chart that really stands out, not only for some possible day trading opportunity, but for a killer swing trade opportunity as well? What are we seeing right here on Costco on the daily chart? So what I want to do is I want to help you guys see technicals a little bit better inside of chat. So what I'm going to do today, team, is here around 9:45, as soon as she says me and you, okay, me and you inside of chat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down and I'm going to help you shift your mindset and how we can really hone in on these setups and all these strategies, okay? Me and you and me inside of chat, I want to help you shift your perspective a little bit to see what I see and how I break these down and really how I clean up the charts and how I make it clear. And I just follow a simple little process, little step by step by step, okay? So again, so far we don't have the right answer, okay? But what I'm going to go ahead and do around 9:45 when it's just you and I, we're going to talk about what we have here on Costco. I don't think there's anything right out of the gate that's going to happen, okay? I don't think in the first 15 minutes we have a trade. But if we have a trade, we're going to dive into it. We're going to jump on it, and we're going to make it happen, okay, guys? But with that being said, I do want to keep Costco on watch. Just so you guys know, it is a stock that I have on watch for today, and I see really nice potential. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 separate reasons that I think Costco could be a really nice short coming on up, guys. All right, so we'll talk about that here in a little bit with you and I. I want to keep these golden nuggets for you guys inside of chat. I like the golden nuggets, all right? So Costco, definitely on watch, all righty? The SPY and the Qs. I can't really seem to get an edge on the SPY and the Qs today, guys. We were up 3 points at one point. Now we're currently down about 4 points on the SPY. The Qs, same thing. We were up almost 2.5, 3 points here on the Qs, and now we're currently down almost 4 points on the Qs as well. So with that being said, I can't really seem to get an edge on direction, but I have an idea of what I'm expecting for the month of July. And here's what I'm expecting for the month of July. All right. Fed minutes are tomorrow. We have CPI and PPI coming on out. All right. CPI and PPI, key inflation data. That's going to really dictate again what the Fed does and how aggressive they're going to be. Another FOMC meeting, right? So again, you got a lot of key events happening in the month of July. But what's something else that's taking place in July? Come on, guys. If Corey's here, Corey would be like, yes, this is what's going on. What are we in right now? We're in a new quarter, right? July marks the start of a new quarter. Now that we're in a new quarter, what just happened? We just ended a previous quarter. So what happens every quarter with stocks? Every quarter, what happens? So Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, earnings, guys, earnings. So what are we going to start to see? We're going to see more earnings. Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, Alphabet, right? Boeing, Target, Costco, AMD, Snowflake, Datadog, earnings. Okay, we're going to start to see a lot of these big names with earnings. How did they do the last quarter with inflation on the rise, right? PPI. How was their profitability with the interest rates going up? We're going to see a lot with earnings. Again, interest rates going up. Now we're going to see that impacting a lot of these companies possibly, right? Inflation going up. We're going to see that in the data. And then we're going to see what their guidance is as well. And I think that's going to dictate where the markets are heading in the next 6 months. So July is a very important, really important month. Okay. So right now today, I can't really get an edge on the market. I can't get an edge on the SPY and the Qs, but it's okay. It's only one day. I don't need to get an edge right now at 9:30, but they are on watch. We're watching the SPY. We're watching the Qs absolutely every single day. I'm going to give it about 10 to 15 minutes to see what the market does. Is this a gap down green day? Or is this a gap down, huge dump? Again, I have no idea. I don't have enough data in front of me. Plus, it's the day after a 3-day holiday weekend. So with that being said, they are on watch. Okay, but I don't have an edge to really break anything down. I'm going to sit back and wait for the first 10 to 15 minutes to really try and get a clear picture of where the SPY and the Qs are going today. And there's going to be opportunity. We will identify it and we will make it happen, guys. All right, so the market is open. It is time to get fired up. It is time to make it happen. It is time to get serious. Right now, traders, let's make it happen again. MTEK is on watch. I know you guys were talking about this stock. It dropped a press release here right at 9 a.m. here on MTEK. So Maris Tech's technology to be displayed at Beresheet 2 lunar mission. So their technology is going to be deployed. Okay, not displayed, deployed. Their technology is going to be deployed at a lunar mission. So fantastic. So that's what we got going on here with MTEK. Low float, good volume, really big gap up, currently at 53%. Newer IPO stock as well. A lot of these newer IPO stocks have done well recently in this current market. So we'll absolutely keep this one on watch. I see support on MTEK back down at 164. I see resistance at 219. I see resistance at 256. And then I see resistance up towards around $3 here on MTEK. So MTEK out of the gate. Nice action here. Nice little rip and run here on MTEK out of the gate. So absolutely watching MTEK. RBCN is something else we're watching. 1322 support. RMED's cracking 45 cents, guys. We now have room down to 38 cents on RMED. ENDP just came down to the trend line, traders. Right? ENDP just came down to that 61, 62 cent level and just bounced off that trend line. That is being validated. That's definitely a sign of strength. That's definitely something that could possibly boost your confidence here that, hey, it opened, it dumped right down to that trend line. Buyer stepped in with huge volume. Guys, this could start really taking on off. High watch, ENDP at this point in time. But right now, let's look and focus on MTEK. This is where my focus is right now at this point in time. Going to be here on MTEK. All right, so again, right now, we are watching MTEK as our number one at this point in time. Support, I see it back down around. I'm actually going to bring that support level up into that high. I'm going to say 175. I'm going to just say right around that 173, 175 level here on MTEK, I think is a decent little level of support. And then right now, if we start to break 2, you have room up towards around that 219, 220. I'm not buying it right here. Looks like a decent little momentum play. But again, it's a brand new month. It's a brand new week. Okay, it's the first day back after a 3-day holiday weekend. We already know small cap market conditions have been funky lately. Wouldn't you guys agree that small caps haven't really been super consistent? Small caps haven't been on fire. You've seen a lot of A-plus setups turn into massive dumps, and we've seen a lot of, F, just crappy setups turn into big rips. Again, coming back, we cannot forget how the market's been. The market has been giving us really clean setups, great opportunities that have not worked with no follow-through. So with that being said, I'm not going to jump the gun and be the guinea pig. It's a brand new month full of brand new opportunities. I'm starting the month off strong and profitable. I am not going to be the guinea pig. So I'm sitting back looking to see what happens. What are the market conditions? Are these good setups going to work? Are these good setups going to continue to fail? Are these stocks not going to follow through? Is it a market to short in? Is it a market to go long in? What market are we in right now? I don't know. No one knows. It's a brand new month. It's a brand new week after a holiday weekend. Let's see what the market conditions look like and then make the best decision on how we're going to approach and how we're going to attack this market. So right now, traders, I'm sitting back on my hands. So GDP gets released 3 times over the next 3 months. There's 2, so you got a release in July, August, and then the final revision in September. And that final revision, Hunter, is what a lot of investors are really looking for. So you get your initial data on the 7th, I believe, for GDP. I think it's on the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go look at the economic calendar. You get another one here in August. You get that third and final number there in September, and that's going to be the most accurate. So I thought it was on the 7th for GDP. Next Wednesday, we do have CPI data. So right now, all I'm seeing Wednesday, June 29th, we had final. We had gross, no, wrong one. We had our revisions on June 29th, negative 1.6, negative 1.5. So we had negative GDP. So we had our gross domestic product revision at 8:30, and that was Q1, negative 1.6%. So we did have officially that negative quarter. So again, we get 3 different reports, right? So so Q1 would have been January, February, March. We had numbers there in April, May, June. Here, June 29th was the final revision. So that was the GDP final revision, 8:30, negative 1.6%. So I'm not seeing it right here, right now at this point in time. But the key one that we're looking for is in September. That's going to be that final number that comes out, and that's going to really show us, do we have 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth? Is that going to officially put us in a recession? So right now, still just looking at MTEK. RBCN is hitting that breakout scanner. So RBCN was hitting our breakout scanner, but right now, not looking the best here right out of the gate. I agree, Hunter. I agree, for sure. I definitely agree. So boom, ENDP. Look at that. That is beautiful. Beautiful. As long as we hold the trend line and 61-cent support, we have room back to 72 cents. And just like that, from the open, nice little washout down to that 61, 62-cent level, up towards around 69 cents at this point in time. ENDP, really nice trade there, guys, if anybody took that. Right now, as you guys can see, I have no trades on the table. I have nothing going on at this point in time. Like I told you, I'm not here to be the guinea pig. I'm not here to force things and just get burned on this beautiful Money Tuesday at 9:40 in the market. I'm going to sit back and look and see what these market conditions are. Are they consistent? Are they healthy? Is it a good market to be going long in? Is it a market that we should be shorting these stocks in? Do we see a lot of rug pulls, a lot of false breakouts? Again, I want to see what the market looks like before I start getting involved. Again, I do not plan on trading all day, every day. I set those expectations with you guys for the month of June, that I'm back to making it happen. And that means less trading. Again, we've already discussed it. I'm not going to go into it again. So I was getting ready to go ahead and go into it now. We're on the same page. We're good. But right now I am sitting back on my hands, and we are just looking to see where the next best opportunity is. You already had a good trade there on ENDP. You do have RMED breaking back above 50 cents. And hey, above 50 cents, it doesn't look bad, traders. It doesn't look bad above 50 cents here on RMED. You have room to 55 cents and then 57 cents. But right now, I'm personally watching MTEK, the lowest float stock on the leaderboard. 17 million shares traded. This stock has a lot of potential to the upside. It is a newer IPO stock as well, and that's kind of what we've been seeing in the market lately, is a lot of these newer IPO stocks have been the ones that have performed the best. I'm personally watching MTEK at this point in time as my number one until it just dumps on off. So we may have a short coming on up on Costco. Just so you guys know, if you see me entering a short position on COST, Costco, I want to go ahead and break this down as to why we would be cracking the open after we just double topped off my level of resistance. We had 490.88 resistance here on Costco. 490.88 resistance again, team, here on Costco. We just came up double topped. If we start cracking below 485, I do believe we see the flush back down towards around 478 and then 472. But it really depends on what we see here with the SPY and the Qs as well. If we start to see a U-shape run back up to the open on the SPY, we start to see this U-shape run back up to the open on the Qs, I don't want to go short on Costco. But if the Qs do continue to move on lower and the SPY does continue to move on lower, I am looking for a short position here on Costco. Right now, again, your best level of support here on MTEK is down at that 173 mark here on MTEK, guys. So we do have the SPY starting to move a little bit lower here. We do have the Qs looking like they're going to start moving a little bit lower here as well. I do have a small starter position on Costco. Again, it's not my full size. I'm about 25% in. Right? It's about a 25% position right now because it's so early. We're 15 minutes in. Okay, right now, since we're only 15 minutes in, I do not want to be aggressive. I do not want to hit this hard and heavy. I want to be easy with it. Okay, I want to be easy with it, slow and steady. But I'm really liking what I see here on Costco. I definitely see the potential here. Like I said, if we see the SPY and the Qs start to kind of roll on over a little bit, I would like to start a position on Costco. Now, if Costco can start to crack below 485, we're looking really good. If it does bounce on back up a little bit and I take a little bit of heat, that's okay, because I put myself in a position where I can afford to take a little bit of heat, right? I don't have my desired 300 share position. Okay, I have 75 shares. I scaled in at 25%. The Qs right now are starting to push on up a little bit here. The SPY is starting to push on up here a little bit. So if we see Costco move with the SPY and the Qs, I get out. And I get out. I went ahead and just got out. And why did I get out of Costco? Why did I get in, actually? Why did I get in? Because I start to see the SPY rolling over here, looking like it wants to make a new low a day. I see the Qs looking like it wants to make a new low of day. So I take a starter position on Costco, thinking that Costco is going to follow through, and it does. But I get out because I see SPY have a strong rebound. The Qs, strong rebound. Costco, very strong push here. So I said, you know what? Why hold it? I think it's going to squeeze. I think it's going to push, right? The SPY and the Qs aren't rolling over. So why is Costco going to roll on over? I think I'd get a much better entry on Costco. So I'm out. All right, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, all right, enjoy the rest of your day. You know exactly what you're looking at, exactly where the opportunity is. Okay, so MTEK breaking over 2. You have room to 219 and then 250 on MTEK. Right now, nothing really happening with RBCN. RMED, it still has potential, but you need to be trading above 50 cents. All right, ENDP. That was a good trade out of the gate. And this was something that we did post this morning here inside of our alerts chat, right? So here in signals, we do send this out via text. ENDP is on high watch as long as we hold that trend line and that 61 cent support level. Room back up towards around 72 cents. Now, did we hit 72 cents? No, but we hit 71. So again, we did see a nice 10-cent bounce here on ENDP. A nice little 10-cent bounce, which almost about 15, 16% move. We came down to the penny of that trend line. Nice little push on up. And like we were saying here, you can safely put stops at 59 cents on this trade. As long as you hold that support level, and as long as you hold the trend line, you have that potential back up towards around 72 cents. So congrats if you were able to grab a little bit of ENDP. Nothing with CLVS, nothing with OMER, nothing right now with EVFM. But these are stocks that are still on high watch. The one stock that I'm really focused on right now is MTEK at this point in time. MTEK is where I think 70 to 80% of traders are, and that's where I want to be as well. All right, so I'm looking at MTEK, still sitting back on my hands, looking to see where the best of the best opportunity is, and looking to make it happen on this beautiful Money Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your day, traders over on YouTube. I'll see you guys back here bright and early tomorrow morning for Free Stream Wednesday. Take care, trade safe, be smart out there. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning.